Hello, welcome to my first vlog. Have to say I'm slightly nervous, don't know why, because it's only me sitting in the car. I wanted to do this vlog because I'm sitting in the car park of a local hospital, just about to go in for a consultation with regards to knee pain. I have been told from another consultant that I need my knee replaced, which is no surprise because the pain is pretty bad. Could I just say I have not prepared anything that I'm going to say, so it's just off the cuff. So knowing me, I'll ramble on a bit. So let me introduce myself. My name is Jackie. I'm 58, married, mum of 2, stepmom to 1, and quite happy with life in general. So how have I come to need a knee replacement? When I was born with a congenital dislocation of the hips, more commonly known as hip dysplasia. This has caused me problems all my life. Wasn't recognised until I was 7 years old, and then at that point I had some bone grafting done. And of course, in those days, parents didn't ask exactly what they're... So to be honest, I really haven't a clue what was done. And I was kind of all right. I've always had a limp. As the years went on, my hips became a problem and they were dislocating. Age of 29, I had my first hip replacement. Now, I'm not going to bore you. And in fact, my memory is really terrible and I can't remember exactly the chain of what happened after that. Suffice to say that I've had 6 hip replacements. The reason for this is just due to wear and tear. I've had a couple of unfortunate incidents. I had an infection in one which caused quite a bit of a problem. I also broke one skipping, trying to lose weight before I got married. And then but you know, I think 2013 was my last hip replacement. Anyway, I've been okay. My muscles are clearly very weak, so I do walk about with walking aids. I've got fancy black crutches. Some I can get away with one when things are not too bad, but at the moment with this knee pain, I'm having to use 2, so it can be quite debilitating. You know, you've got no hands to do anything. I have the husband of a saint. Yeah, he puts up with a lot. So anyway, so today, because I've had all the hip replacements, I have an absolute gem of a consultant in Aberdeen, Paddy Ashcroft, who has just done everything. And if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would be here. Well, I would be here, but I really don't think that I would be as mobile as I am, although I'm not overly mobile, but at least I can cope day to day. But unfortunately, he no longer does knees, but he's passed me on to one of his colleagues who I'm just about to meet in the next half an hour. Have arrived early for my appointment because I decided to do this thinking, well, because my memory is so bad, it would be a good timeline as to what the situation is with the hip surgery, when it's going to be, how I'm going to be. You know, I'm intending vlogging just before the surgery and after the surgery, just to see and just to let others who have got knee pain, although because I've got my issues with the hips, then my mobility isn't as good as maybe someone who, I'm conscious actually that I'm not looking at the camera, sorry. So I just thought, let's give it a go. And because I watched so many other YouTubers, Caroline Mrs. M, Carla Jenkins, Lex, Bad Biscuit, and I just really enjoy them. And in fact, I very rarely watch television. The only time I watch television now is an hour in the evening with my husband. Most of the time I'm tootling away with my YouTube videos. Anyway, so what was, oh yes, so the next problem is, of course, with the whole COVID thing, we have an issue with the National Health and waiting lists. So when I had my National Health consultation with Paddy Ashcroft regarding the knee, he intimated that it was going to be a long wait, which I totally understand. You know, there's people with serious health issues that are not being seen, so I understand this. So what we've decided to do is consult my new consultant, Mr. Mitchell, privately at the moment, just to see what the situation is. Unfortunately, I did hear from a friend of a friend that someone they know has gone private for their knee surgery, and they have waited since March. So regardless, it's not looking good, but I suppose all different consultants have different waiting lists. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not sure, and of course, because of all my mobility issues, I know that my right knee is going to need done, so I'm thinking if we go private, that's going to take a huge chunk out of our retirement fund. But I suppose quality of life is more important than having cash in the bank. So I shall shear off here, and I'm going to read my book for 10 minutes just to try and relax. And what I'll do is when I come out, I will then start recording again, and I'm sure oh, that's one thing. My son, who's youngest, is 17. He's not delighted that I've decided to do this, and he did say, whatever you do, Mum, please don't lick your lips, because apparently I do that quite a lot. So I hope I haven't, and I've no idea how to edit things or anything like that. I will possibly look into that. So let's see how it goes. All right, bye for now. Talk to you soon. Hi, I'm back. So as you can see now, it's really dark. It's 4:23. Had a lovely consultation with Mr. Mitchell. He knows what he's talking about. So what he's saying is that my knee is not good. It is totally bone on bone. There is no other alternative but to have a knee replacement. Now the problem with that is that, as I said, in the National Health, well, he doesn't really know what the situation is there. Privately, he won't be able to do it until maybe March, April next year. But the positive, well, one of the main advantages of having it done privately is in the hospital where he works, they have a robotic tool which helps them to align knees perfectly, without any, you know, measuring or whatever. It's done perfectly. His suggestion is, because of my situation, he would prefer to do it with the robotic help, although he understands that it's not possible for everyone to be able to pay for the surgery, because he did say we're looking at about £14,000. And of course, he was saying how important it is that, if you know, he can do the surgery, but it's the work after the surgery, i.e. getting through the pain barrier. The first few weeks are absolutely imperative to keep going with your exercises, otherwise you could end up with a stiff knee, and that's worse. So I'm a little bit bleh at the moment, because he did say in National Health it might be summertime, so I'm thinking I could go on a cruise for that 14,000. However, I think my health, my mobility, my state of mind, all that kind of thing has to be priority. So I'm going to go home now. Pity it's Monday. I would have liked it to be Friday, so I could have had a glass of wine and relaxed, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm just going to have a think about it. What we have to do is let him know which way we want to go. Anyhow, I'm going to set off home, and what I intend to do, so I don't know if if I'll continue, I don't know if I'm going to put this all in one vlog, so like from the beginning, once I've had the surgery, or if I'm going to post this now and then maybe catch up later on. I don't know. I'll have to have a think about it and really have the nerve to post it as well. So I'm happy I've done this because it's just a reminder. It'll keep me on the straight and narrow and just look forward instead of just feeling miserable as I do at the moment. So I'm going to go home and have a cup of tea. All right, bye. Hi, I just thought I'd tune in and give you an update on what's happening with the knee surgery. Today it's the 13th of April 2021. I've not had surgery yet. I am booked in for Tuesday the 4th of May. It's 3 weeks today, so I'm excited, anxious, nervous, all those things. I can imagine these next 3 weeks are going to fly by, because in some way you want the surgery but in another way you don't. But I know I have to have it in order to get some form of quality of life back. The last few months have been a toil. I probably put on half a stone, which is worrying me because that's really not ideal. But I haven't been moving, so, well, I have been moving but not very much. So I think I'll just have to live with it and do something about it once after I've had the surgery. So I just thought I'd check in. I don't know if anyone's interested. I would love to hear from you if you are interested, or if you've been through the surgery, if there's any tips or help you can advise. As I say, I've had 6 hips, but I've never had a knee, and I do know that the knees are excruciating. And I suppose everyone's pain level's different. And unfortunately, I don't tolerate painkillers very well. I just feel very sick and I just don't want to take them. So I'm going to have to think about how I work around the pain. But I'm determined to do the exercises. And as I say, anyone that wants to give me any advice, please do. I would love to hear from you. Also, if you're interested in how the surgery goes and how I get on afterwards, please subscribe. And if you want to be notified, then if you just click on the bell, that'll give you a notification anytime that I upload. So I'm not sure how I'll get on with this. I've no idea. It'll all depend how I'm feeling. I do know previous surgeries, after about a week, you just go flat because you're so built up, and then the pain just gets too much. So let's see how it goes. I'll look forward to getting it done. I'll look forward to letting you know how it goes. And that's it for now. So until next time, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully see you soon. All right then, bye.